Earthquakes, natural phenomena resulting from the sudden release of energy in the Earth's crust, have profound and often devastating effects. These seismic events can vary greatly in magnitude, ranging from minor tremors to catastrophic quakes capable of causing widespread destruction. Here are some key effects of earthquakes. 1. Structural damage. Buildings, bridges, roads, and infrastructure are susceptible to damage or collapse during earthquakes, depending on their magnitude and proximity to the epicenter. Poorly constructed or unreinforced structures are particularly vulnerable, leading to significant loss of life and property. 2. Casualties and injuries. Earthquakes can result in casualties and injuries due to collapsing structures, falling debris, and secondary hazards such as fires, landslides, and tsunamis. The loss of life can be staggering, especially in densely populated urban areas with inadequate safety measures. 3. Displacement of populations. People are often forced to evacuate their homes in the aftermath of earthquakes, either due to structural damage or the threat of secondary hazards. This displacement can lead to temporary or long-term homelessness, overcrowded shelters, and psychological trauma. 4. Economic impact. The economic consequences of earthquakes can be significant, affecting local and regional economies for years to come. Damage to infrastructure, businesses, and agriculture can result in lost revenue, increased unemployment, and a strain on government resources for recovery and rebuilding efforts. 5. Disruption of essential services. Earthquakes can disrupt essential services such as electricity, water supply, transportation, and communication networks. This can hamper rescue and relief efforts, exacerbating the impact of the disaster and prolonging recovery efforts. 6. Environmental damage. Earthquakes can cause environmental damage, including soil liquefaction, landslides, and the release of hazardous materials. Contamination of water sources, destruction of habitats, and disruption of ecosystems can have long-lasting ecological consequences. 7. Psychological trauma. The psychological impact of earthquakes can be profound, causing fear, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, among survivors. Coping with the loss of loved ones, property, and livelihoods, as well as the uncertainty of future seismic events, can take a toll on mental health. 8. Tsunamis. In some cases, earthquakes occurring underwater can trigger tsunamis, large ocean waves capable of causing widespread devastation along coastlines. These tsunamis can inundate coastal communities, destroy infrastructure, and result in loss of life and property. In conclusion, the effects of earthquakes are multifaceted and can have far-reaching consequences for both human populations and the environment. Preparedness, early warning systems, resilient infrastructure, and community resilience are essential for mitigating the impact of earthquakes and minimizing loss of life and property.